I hype me up, I gas me up, I hype me up, I gas me up, I hype me up, I gas me up. Take up space, sis. Got my room with this. Take up space, sis. I got my room with this. I'm a trip for this.
Good morning. Happy Monday. Yeah, I'm typing in caps today because I'm tired. Good morning, Network Specialist Hoot Latrice, Valerie R. Dear Yvette, love seeing her. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. It's Tay T. What's up, my good sis? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy Monday. I hope that you all have a great start to your day. Y'all, I'm struggling today. I am struggling. Do you hear me? I almost didn't come on. One, I'm trying to watch this YSL trial. It is good this good Monday morning. This trial has already came in hot. And two, I am tired. I don't know if y'all can. Good morning, Elisa. I don't know if y'all can hear it in my voice when I'm tired. But, we're coming off the weekend. I'm a little tired because I stayed up a little late last night. But it's good to see y'all. I've missed y'all. I hope y'all had a great weekend. I want to start off this morning. Let me start off. Y'all showed me so much. Y'all blessed my soul Friday, that last show. And a lot of times when I do my shows, I try to do things by memory. And I always leave somebody out. And it's not my heart to leave anybody out. So let me formally thank everybody for the cash apps. All I ask y'all to do is just hit the like button. And, I appreciate everybody's support. I see everybody that comes in here every day to support me. And I just want y'all to know it does not go unnoticed. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. That's more than enough. Just hitting the like button and coming in here. But it's Tay T. You popped it off. Thank you, my good sis. I appreciate you, Carmen Wallace, the network specialist, Soundcheck Annette, Reese's Pieces, Valerie R, and Dear Yvette. Thank you all so much for the Cash Apps Friday. Friday, I left off Reese's Pieces name. It was not intentional. I thank each and every one of you. Y'all showed major, major love. And I was able to treat myself this weekend. So thank you, ladies. Good morning, Patrice. Good morning. So I see Toot Latrice, you popped in. You said the first thing you said when you popped in this morning, you said, let me turn this down because I'm trying to listen to this trial, honey, and it's distracting me. Toot Latrice popped in and said, let me go back to the top. Good morning, kicking it with Courtney. I woke up refreshed to see Hallie done let DDG make her a baby mama. Why did the Little Mermaid let that man make her a baby mama? Good morning, Chronicles of Kim K. Good morning, my good sis. Good morning. Yes, and I woke up, y'all, we're going to get into Love and Marriage Huntsville. We're going to get into it in just a second. Inez Martin, good morning, my good sis. But y'all, did anybody watch the BRXTONs this weekend? Did anybody watch the premiere episode of the BRXTONs? If you did not, the network specialist yesterday, she did a review on season one. The new season, episode 1. She did her review. If you have not checked it out, please go over to the network specialist page and check out her review of the return of the BRXTONs. And child, why is Tamar married to that clear man? Why is Tamar married to that man? Y'all, Tamar I cannot with Tamar. You watched it last night too, Latrice. You watched it today, love seeing her. I still haven't watched it. I said I was going to watch it last night, but I'll watch it sometime this week. I'll get to it. Yes, I finally got to watch it. Had me crying like a baby seeing Tracy. Yes. Good morning, Melanin Beauty. Good morning. So again, not love seeing her. The network specialist did a review. Please go check it out if you have not already. Please and thank you. Tamar woke up with a series of tweets. She did these tweets. I guess she did them maybe last night somewhere in there. Y'all, Tamar saying she was married to that white man. Can y'all believe it? Can y'all believe that Tamar said that is her husband? Child. Where's April, October? Is April, October in here? If you're in here, April, October, good morning. Good morning. These were her tweets. I'm going to read them off. And let me do the Fair Use Act because I'm just trying to cover myself. Y'all roll with me these 30 days. This is a copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in the favor of fair use. I also have the Fair Use Act going across the bottom of my screen. Good morning, April, October. Y'all, these were the tweets that Miss Tamar Braxton let off last night. She said, y'all have no idea. None. The gaslighting is crazy, and I'm going back into treatment. Oh my gosh, I just pray that my marriage can be saved and my life can be spared. My family is awful. JR means the world to me. Thank God for him. My husband, my children has saved my life. But I'm so mad at my life. My family is toxic. I should have never went back to that show. Braxton Family Values, never. Y'all, I'm going through it. I'm single, sad, and this TV-ish is a lot. Y'all, Tamar said the whole family toxic. Everybody toxic but her. Her savior is in JR. He is her savior. And her savior done left her. And she don't know what to do. And I just don't understand that all of them toxic. The Braxtons have, a history of toxicity. And Tamar is like leading the pack, okay? But I don't understand how she don't see that this, the Colonel Sanders is toxic. That white man is toxic. That white, as soon as you broke up for the first time, he went right to your enemy, went right on social media with Tommy, going to basketball games, pillow talking to Tommy about all of your business. Good morning, Brittany Janae. So I don't understand how the Colonel ain't toxic. How he's not toxic, Tamar. I don't know what happened. I don't know what argument ensued. They probably told her he's toxic and he's clout chasing. And I don't understand what's going on with Tamar. Good morning, Carmen Wallace. Good morning. Y'all, Carmen sent me a big old blessing this morning. And I appreciate you, Carmen. Thank you so much. So yeah, Tamar is going through it. The clear man with the swoop bank. Child, it's given, it's given 1800s. And, I ain't even gonna say that. I ain't gonna get in trouble with YouTube this morning. I'm not gonna get it. Good morning, Ro Reacts. What's up? If y'all haven't, Ro Reacts is also a content creator. Make sure y'all go over and support. She reacts to a lot of content. She's a great content creator. Make sure y'all go over and support her. Eden Thomas, yes. Eden Thomas, yes. He ate her, but he ate all the groceries, ate the box up. And then told all of Tamar's business to her enemy. Child. He would have, child. And they probably ain't doing nothing but telling Tamar the truth. He didn't, then he went on this rampage when Tamar did the interview with Carlos King. Tamar didn't really even say anything negative about him. And he had the audacity to try and chastise her and Carlos King. But then when it sat his ass on Carlos King's couch, when he wanted the opportunity to promote his book, he got back with her when his book was coming out. And he wanted the opportunity to promote his child. Tamar, I don't know what's going on, honey. I'm going to read this first tweet again. She said, y'all have no idea, none. The gaslighting is crazy. And I'm going back into treatment. I pray that my marriage can be saved and my life can be spared. My family is awful. Baby, I know you didn't go marry that man with all those kids, all those baby mamas, all the drama, all the clout. I just know, Tamar, you got more sense. What's so funny is how much static he used to give Trina for marrying a clear man. But here we go with this drama. This is why we don't take her serious. Child, get off my line. Get off my line with this, Tamar. Get off my line, Tamar. She loved y'all remember that African Tamar used to date? Do y'all remember the African she was with right after Vince? When she divorced Vince, that African that she was with, child. That was a hot mess too. That was a hot, hideous mess too, okay? And Tamar has an affinity for just toxicity. Tamar has never changed. I remember years ago when she was on BET doing an interview. Tamar has always been a mess, okay? You're a blessing to me. Oh, Carmen, thank you. I appreciate you. Like I said, all I ask y'all is to do is come in. I appreciate the support. I appreciate a like. Just supporting me on this journey. And y'all show major love. And I could never thank y'all enough. Ate it and left no crumbs, child. He ate the box up. He ate the booty like the groceries. Tamar won't listen to her family. I don't know what he has done. He's from New Orleans. I don't know what he into, but New Orleans is notorious for that hoodoo, that voodoo. I don't know what he done put on Tamar because she can't turn him loose. She cannot turn him loose. I don't like Colonel Sanders. He gives clout chaser. He very much gives clout chaser. He's only with her when he can get clout. They must told him he couldn't film. They must told him he couldn't promote that book on an episode, and he got mad and took his sassy pants on out, and Tamar gone a proud ass eater. Y'all are crazy. Oh my God, she married that clear man. Jesus take the wheel. I hope she did not marry that man. I hope she did not marry that man, y'all. Because she keeps saying my husband. Okay, didn't know she married him. Didn't nobody know, because this is the first time I'm hearing husband. I ain't never heard her husband before. Remember how she used to be about Vincent? She is too much. She needs to get her life together. Child, do y'all remember the African? Y'all seem to have forgot the African and all the mess. The African she was going on with, had going on with the African. Watch, he'll file for divorce and she'll have to pay alimony. She might have to pay child support for all them kids. He might have made her sign something where she got to help with his child support to all those kids 18. I wouldn't put it past them. April, October. Child, that scary looking African. Yes, the African that she was saying was so fine. And Vince, y'all know Vince was plus size. So she got with that African. She thought she was doing the baby. The African was a hot mess, just like Tamar. Tamar already tried that when she grabbed the wheel from she grabbed the wheel from the African. Unfortunately, she is not well. I don't think so. Tamar needs whatever treatment center she's checking herself into. I hope she gets the help that she needs in all seriousness. I can't do Tamar. She is too comical and I just cannot. I can't. Tamar is a lot. Like I remember when she used to hang with Tiny and Nene and all of them in Atlanta. Tamar is one of those friends. Tamar is a lot to deal with. Tamar is a lot. He sprinkled that dust. Toot Latrice, I with you when you right, Toot Latrice. I with you when you right, sis. I hope it's just some shock value. I hope she didn't marry that man. Because I know, baby, they have some questionable choices in men, though, because Tony, why were you with Birdman? Birdman, a whole game. Child, I ain't got time. I didn't, JR, when he was on that show with her, I was looking at him sideways. Good morning, Cricket 22. Good morning, Linda. JR is a hot mess. JR is a mess himself. He's just a mess. I don't like him for Tamar. I think he uses her for her name, and he's constantly bringing embarrassment to her. And Tamar doesn't need any help with that. She doesn't need any help in that field. I bet that's why she said she's a friend to the new show, because the sisters don't want JR to appear. That's my opinion. I believe it has. They probably said, we don't want him on here. He's not about to promote that book on here. He's not about to embarrass us. And Tamar decided with the clear man child. We didn't forget the African road reacts. We can never forget. Okay, I'll never forget the cray African. Y'all, Tamar has a history of questionable men. The African was crazy as well. Yes, and him and Tamar were a match made in Hades. I was all for them at first, but now I can't with Tamar. I don't know if I ever really. I didn't ever think it would go anywhere. I thought she would do like Evelyn did and kind of dump the guy right after the show ended. But Tamar was, she's head in. And y'all, dear Yvette, you're one of my timekeepers. When I get to the last 15 minutes of the show, y'all make sure I know that I'm at my 15-minute mark, because I have something to say. Okay, and before I forget. But make sure I know that where I'm at the last 15-minute mark. I did not forget the African. She really makes bad decisions when it comes to men. Yes, she did. She does. She was mad Vince lost weight. He was her Teddy Ruxpin. Child, where is Vince nowadays? But didn't she say that Vince was AB Yusuf to her? Didn't she call Vince an AB user? He was looking like the KFC man. He looked just like him. Looked just like Colonel. He looks like the equivalent of what you see in those slave movies. The masters. He has the look equivalent to that. Tamar is a prime example of childhood trauma with Black church interference and licensed mental health. Talk about it, Toot Latrice. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it now. Let's bring it. She's textbook. I thought Tony was with Birdman. I don't know if they're still together. I don't know if Birdman and Tony are still together, but I didn't think Birdman was a good fit for Tony either. Like, Birdman has no communication skills from what I can see. Good morning, Love Key. Good morning, my good sis. I remember the African, she makes terrible choices when it comes to me, and absolutely. I felt like Vince was the only guy she was with that was for her. I think, I don't know about the allegation she had against Vince, but I think Vince could dish it as well as, Tamar gave it to him. And I think Vince, her career was at its height with Vince. She was on The Real. Her music was popping. I ain't saying Vince was a good choice either, because I don't really know a lot about Vince. I have to disagree. I think the African knew how to handle Tamar. You think the African could handle Tamar and her tantrums? Chronicle Kim K, I just finished watching Tamar in College Hill, and I could deal with her, but here she go, and I never trusted his ass. That swoop, I knew he was suspect, baby. Anybody that get up and comb their hair like that every morning, watch out for them, ladies. Watch out for them. If they do their beard like that and they comb their hair like that every day, it's a no for me. It's a no for me. Thank you, Linda. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I don't know what I just did. I be trying to hit these comments and I always do something wrong. She did say that. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, you guys. I have to sneeze. Her mama and E said Vince was abusive. Okay. I thought I heard that about Vince. I thought they said that. Miss E said he was abusing to Tamar because she used to live with them to help with Logan. I remember she used to keep Logan, so I can go for that. Please make sure that you all hit the like button, as the wonderful Linda Gamble has already stated. Please and thank you. I don't think they are. Tony married the guy from Mint Conditioning. He stopped working and became Mr. Tony Braxton. Child, all of them, they have questionable choices in me, and I'm telling you something about, I don't know. All of them have questionable choices in me. I remember Tony's husband, the guy from Mint Condition, Denim, and what's the other one? Denim, and I can't remember the other son's name. But I remember him. He was Mr. Braxton for a lot of years, and Tony finally got rid of him. Tony should get back with her ex, Terry. Y'all like Terry? Terry didn't work. Terry didn't work no more. Yeah, David Alfonso. That was his name. Thank you, Tiffany. If I'm saying that right, that was his name. I could not remember his name. David what is it? I'm saying Alfonso. I just made up a name. Whatever the name is, David. Elisa says, I agree too. It's totally unresolved trauma and begins with her mom. I think Evelyn has major unresolved issues. And it's something with the father too. Because y'all know Evelyn, I don't think Evelyn liked the fact that Tracy had a relationship with the dad. The mama F the Braxton girls up. She made them choose look to. I'm right there. I just got it out my mouth before I read your comment. The mama F'd up the Braxton girls. She made them choose a side and divided the siblings in the name of the. Yeah, I feel like she isolated them from their father. The man wasn't working. On the show, Tony acted like they weren't together. Well, she said she feels single. I figured Birdman was still in the pic. I think he's still somewhere in the mix. I think Birdman is probably somewhere in the mix, but they're probably not in the best space. But yeah, do y'all remember that episode where Birdman was talking to Tony and the sisters, and they were trying to figure out what he was saying? He was trying to get smart a little bit, but couldn't nobody make out what he was saying. Good morning, Taisha. Good morning, my good sis. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Regina Phillips, good morning. Good morning. Valerie says, I feel like her choices in men are a direct reflection of Miss Eve, but their dad as well. Absolutely. I think it's a lot of unresolved childhood trauma that they just never resolved. And Tamar, it shows up a lot. It shows up a lot in Tamar, and I just hope that she gets the healing. All jokes aside, I hope she gets the healing that she needs. Because they have a lot of trauma. Trina, new hubby seems to be okay, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how it works. 29 likes and 37 in the chat. Can we please get those likes up? It does not tell me. You can hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Please hit the like or dislike button. It's free. It's free. It's free. Thank you, Linda. I think the bomb had a lot to do with how the girls are. Yes. Did y'all ever watch Ayanna when they were on Fix My Life? Did y'all watch that episode? I thought that episode was very telling. Yep, it's all Evelyn's fault. Oof. Yep, he had to work for her, but he stopped doing his own thing. Tony ain't no fool. Birdman got that big oil money. He definitely does. He definitely does. Yeah, she ain't no fool. He definitely does have that old oil loan gang money. And the daddy fault too. And it's the mama and daddy fault. It's them girls are toe up. Remember Vince messed up the money. Yeah, but I do. Vince, yeah, I do. Fix My Life was a mess, baby. Fix My Life was a hot mess. I just want to start off by talking about Tamar a little bit. This morning, Tamar said she's married to the Colonel and she is done with this show. She should never have signed back up with this show because the whole family is toxic. Everybody's toxic but the clear man that she's married to. And so, she deleted those tweets. But child, I am in disbelief. But child, oh, look at my subscribers. They went to what's his name? What's Destiny's husband's name? LeBeric. They went to LeBeric's restaurant. Y'all, I'm all on social media looking at people's pictures. They got to meet LeBeric and Law. Law is in the picture. He's such a cutie. And so they got to meet, I can't wait to talk to them about it. They got to meet LeBeric while they were in Huntsville for Mimosas with Melody. Let's see. Vince purchased a huge house that made them go broke. But at that time, do y'all remember at that time, Tamar was like real uppity at that point. And maybe Vince was trying to keep her happy with that lifestyle because Tamar was acting Tamar has been humbled in the last few years, but Tamar was very, she was a lot back then. We've only seen one episode. What's she mad about? I don't know what happened, child. Jails. Thank you, Toot Latrice. Thank you. Linda Gabble said it's 31. It's now 42 in here. If we got 31 likes, please hit the like button, the dislike button. Please and thank you. It's free. It does not tell me who you are. I do not know who you are. Don't know who's watching. Please hit the like button. I appreciate it. Courtney, you see Marquez gonna be on Messy Mondays tonight? This gonna be listen. Let's transition. Let's go on and transition this thing. Y'all know I've been saying that I want to hear from Marquez, right? So y'all know I'm here for this, right? Chronicles of Kim K. I have been saying I want to hear Marquez's story because right now Marquez is giving bum baby daddy, broke baby daddy energy. But Marquez got a car, y'all. Okay, so some of my subscribers oftentimes send me things, and I saw SAT sent me yesterday. I had already been on his page because I saw his name, his Instagram name somewhere. I can't even remember where I saw it. So I went to his Instagram page, checked it out, and he has a car. I was thinking he was carless. We already talked about how he got from how he got to the meeting with Trish. Some people were saying, Ken dropped him off. Marceau, he walked from Black. We had our different things. But Marquez was he was very dapper for the Mimosas with Melody. He was up, he dressed the part. He had on a nice suit. A white and black number, nice shoes with it. So he did look nice at Mimosas with Melody. He drove up after to see his kids. I'm not going to show y'all know in these 30 days. I'm just not trying to. I have a lot to edit in my I have a lot to edit right now. And so I don't want to show any clips or anything that add any extra work until September 2nd when I can refile for monetization. So y'all will notice that I won't be showing any clips or anything. But on his YouTube, on his Instagram, he did, while he was in Huntsville yesterday, he did go visit the kids. He pulled up to Trish and Ken's mansion. Baby, they have a very large house. He pulled up to see the kids. The daughter looks just like him to me. The son looks like a mixture, more like Trisha, but the son looks like a mixture. And he pulled up, he had a flower for his daughter. I want to hear what Marquez has to say, because I'm looking at his Instagram page. I'm going through the page thoroughly. And I don't know, like, he posted his house. He posted like when he was back in Atlanta. He lives in downtown area where all the skyscrapers are. And that's not a cheap area. That's not a cheap area, being that I'm in Georgia. I frequent Atlanta. That's not really like a cheap area where he was posting saying, home sweet home. So I want to hear, I am excited about Messy Mondays tonight. I want to see Messy Monday. You said it right. Tamar was a hot mess. Yeah, Tamar still is a hot mess. I loved all the BRXTONs, even Tamar with her toxic R's. Absolutely. Absolutely. The BRXTONs are legendary. Aside from all the bull crap, they are a legendary group, legendary sisters. Tamar definitely has the gift, has a vocal, the vocal cords are chording. Okay. She has an extreme talent that it kind of gets overshadowed by the drama, but Tamar is very talented. Tamar left Vince when he got those lawsuits. She separated her money. Okay. Wait, they said that boy man is a little crazy. I saw that they were saying, what's his name? Marquez is crazy. But I talked to my, I talked to my brother, Prince of Peace. He went. So I was asking him, like, what was his highlights? And he didn't say it to me in a crazy manner. He was like, girl, don't you know that Marquez brought Melody some flowers? I guess when she came out, he just presented her with flowers, like, thank you for the invite. That's how he told it to me. I don't know. We'll see it online. I don't know how else it was, how else it was presented. I don't watch Messy Mondays, but I will tonight. Y'all come in there, because I'll be needing backup, because I'm one person. If I'm in a chat, you're going to know I'm in a chat, because I'm not quiet. I'm going to talk and type and say what I got to say. I react in real time, okay? So it's, Messy Mondays has a lot of raindrops over there. And so, yes, come over there and view. I always hit the like button coming in the house. Just respectful. Thank you, Rose. I appreciate you. And hi, good morning. Good morning. Yep, Court. I'm ready for Marquez to tell it out. Baby, Ro reacts. Ro, I'm ready for him to tell it, because listen, for me, I like to hear everybody's side of the story, so then I can make a full decision. Okay, this is what's been going on. This is what, when you hear different people's versions, sometimes certain pieces are left out. So I'm hoping Marquez gives us the missing pieces that I'm looking for. Courtney, he got a car. Yeah, he got a car, child. I thought he was on a bus. I thought he was on a taxi system or Uber or something. But it looked like he was driving. I don't know whose car it was, but he was in a car. They never got over the fact that Dad had an affair with that lady from the church and married her. It ain't funny. It ain't funny, child, but they ain't never get over the daddy cheating at the church. He looked taller than I thought he was. And Marquez is handsome to me. He's not typically my type, but he's handsome. He looked nice. Trisha and Ken, I don't know what the hell they had on. Trisha has a nice body. She looks nice. It just wasn't appropriate for the event. That was more like if you're going out to black for the night, maybe, that's something you put on. Sunny looked nice. She was very simple, but Sunny is very pretty to me. She just had on a simple pink dress, some silver shoes. Who else was there? Marisa, Marceau, and Kimmy. So I will say this, you guys. I will say this. I know that we rag on them and we don't like them. And, the Fletchers were there. But I am happy that they did show up and support Mel's event. I'm happy that they, took time out and actually showed her support, whether it was real or fake. I'm glad that, that's what I've been saying. They always show up to everybody else's events. They always support everybody else. But when it comes to Mel, nobody shows up. So I can say that I appreciated seeing the cast show up for Mel. I can say that. I'm appreciative that we got to see Maurice, Marceau. Marceau was there with the deplorables, as he calls the millimeters. And, they said that he was very nice to people. My brother, he got pictures with the Fletchers. They said Nell is really tiny. So I'm just happy that they did show up. They have a huge house. Yes. When I tell you that Trish and Ken's house is massive, Trish and Ken got some money in their house. Neither of the kids look happy seeing him. You don't think they looked happy? No, I think they have, Trish's face is always, Trish doesn't have one of those reactive faces. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what he says tonight, y'all. We'll see how it pans out. Because y'all remember, I was on the fence about Ken until Ken did his interview. A lot of y'all, Toot Latrice, the network specialist, love seeing her. Y'all were trying to tell me about Ken, and I was kind of on the fence because I was so hard on Trish. But it took that interview for me to see exactly, see Ken for exactly who he was. I want to hear Marquez out. Or Marquez, whatever his name is. I want to hear him out. I think it was a good gesture with the flower, giving the hostess that invited him to a good thing better than the others have done absolutely nothing. Yeah, I took it like that too. It's T when the way, now I know Sassy T, because I did watch a little bit of her live. She was saying like he seemed a little crazy. But when when the Prince of Peace told me, he was saying like, she was coming down and he just presented her with flowers as a gesture. I took it as like, I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know. I took it as a gesture like, thank you for the invite. I appreciate you, castmate. Thank you. That type of thing. But I don't know. Again, I wasn't there. I don't know. Respectfully, why is Tawanda's head shaved? Tawanda has alopecia. Doesn't she have alopecia? So I think, when people have alopecia, their hair thins a lot. I think she just decided to shave it, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not well versed on the BRXTONs, to be honest. I'm not. So I think she has alopecia, though. Tamar can sing her face off, baby. Tamar has the pipes, okay? Tamar has real live pipes. And she has a real live talent. If she could just focus on her talent and get it back together and let these men go, because, baby, your picker is broke. We do know that. Your picker is broke. We're going to see if she shed a few tears. If he shed a few tears, baby, because y'all know we've seen that Marquez can turn the waterworks on now. I will be there and we'll have lots to say. That's right. Y'all come over there on Messy Mondays. What's wrong with presenting flowers? I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know why they said he was crazy. But when I asked Terrell about his experience, he didn't present it to me in a crazy way. So I don't know. I have no idea. I thought it was like as Tay-T said, that's kind of a gesture to say thank you. I appreciate you for the invite. I took it like that. She took a picture with him. It didn't look, anything. It looked like just, hey, castmate, I'm supporting you. Thank you for the invite type of thing. But I'm not, I wasn't there. I'm not trying to debunk anybody's theories because I don't know. I wasn't there. Please make sure you're hitting the like button as you come in, please, and thank you. That's crazy. Maybe he was trying to get Martell and Trish mad. You talking about Ken or you talking about Martell? Because Martell, child. Carlos King only does pre-recordeds now because of the comment section. Absolutely, he does pre-recordeds, but they be in there. Because I don't know if Carlos King is in there, but Heavenly definitely is in the chat when the pre-recorded. Because I remember after Ken, it was either Ken or Trish. She was like, "Okay, y'all, what's wrong with this meme? We'll talk about it." And she went live again. So they're watching the pre-recorded. They're watching the comment section as well. I wonder if he will tell it all. Marquez may not say anything. I heard Trish was helping him financially for a while. He looked like he got a nice apartment in Atlanta. He's downtown with all the skyscrapers and from what he showed on his Instagram. Yeah, I come through with caps and exclamation points over the child. Listen, do you hear me, Chronicles of Kim K? I'm talking real loud in the chat, okay? Capital. I'm calling every lie out I see in the chat, baby. That's me. Yes, Inez, good morning. In my opinion, Trisha's daughter is Martell's allegedly. Y'all think Trisha had a baby by Martell? Y'all think, what's her name? What's the little girl? I don't know. Him giving her those flowers, I thought it was a nice gesture. I do too. I think he's just, maybe he's a little gentleman. He already got his wife took by Muscle Man. Muscle Man came in and took his wife. Sean 40 said Messy Mondays are pre-recorded. They are, but Sean, they be watching. They be watching. Carlos can't take the heat because I think they still watch. I think what the difference is in a pre-recorded, you've already said what you have to say. If you're live and you're reading the comments, it could throw off what you want to say because you're too enthralled in reading the comments. But I do think he still. I still think they watch the comments. Child, Penny Loafers is going to have a fit knowing that man bought Mel some flowers. Child, Penny Loafers is going to have a fit. He going to hook out them shorts. He going to hook out the tank shorts and have a fit. I'm telling y'all. Good morning, AJ. Marquez look quite dapper, and Ken showing up looking like a fool. Marquez looked really nice. Marceau looked nice. Marceau was dressed nice. I did not see Maurice. I saw Maurice from afar. I thought the Fletchers, in my opinion, the Fletchers, for it to be a formal event, they usually dress up a little bit more. They did look, they look nice. Nell had, the bundles in, per usual. Nell had the bundles in more than I usually like, more than my taste, but they looked good. They, everybody looked good. And like I said, I'm just glad they showed up. Good morning, AJ. I knew what you meant, Latrice. Fool. Let's see. All Trisha needed was some ice skates, baby. Because what was Trisha's dress was just a little too short. Honey, Trish was going to a bachelorette party with Vegas theme. Ken had just got from work. UPS. Sunny grabbed something from Ross real quick. Child, she did. Sunny's dress was very simple, but Sunny seems to be a simple girl. It was cute simple though, because her hair, her natural curls were cute. It wouldn't be something I would wear, but it's on par for Sunny. Marquez gonna connect the dots in this crazy sort. I absolutely believe it. I absolutely believe that we're going to get something from Marquez. So I'm here for Messy Mondays tonight. We as children and adults have children. Remember, our parents' marriages and relationships are not our relationships with the parents. Got to separate your feelings. Easier said than done. Absolutely, Valerie. Absolutely. Trisha looks like she just came off the pole. Whoop. Not Trisha was giving hooker. Trish's dress wasn't appropriate and Ken was underdressed. Ken does not know how to dress. Yeah, their look was, I don't know if they decided to come at the last minute because they didn't put any thought into it, honestly. For a formal event, her dress was way too, it was like you're going out for dinner or a club night. It wasn't like I'm going to an event where speakers and, definitely wrong looks. Ken and Trish looks junior prom. The only reason the cast showed up is because they were filming. Yeah, I agree, Rose, but I'm glad that they at least support because they never show up to anything. So I'm glad that at least this time Mel got the support from her cast. We know that Destiny and Stormy weren't going to show up, but I'm just glad to see that at least this time they actually did show up. For me, I'm glad that they did show up and that they realized that Mel is the show. I think that they finally realized that Mel is the show and we got to show up. We got to bow to the queen because she is the show. Sunny works hard. She said she ain't no girl. I think she looked very nice, but she's beautiful naturally. I think so too. I don't think Sunny is like a dress up type of girl, but she did look cute to me. One of the millimeters said they went up to Marcel and said, "Hi, I'm one of the deplorables." What? I probably would have said something like that too, knowing me, y'all. They had to come. They need the money. CK would have looked too horrible if the cast didn't show up. Absolutely. Hey, healthcare worker, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. That's an average size of a house. Well, my house a little. I have a 4-bedroom, but my house is not that massive, Sean. I have a nice house, but it's not that big, okay? To whomever called Nell bundles last week, I could not unhear it whenever I see. Yeah, she was very much giving bundles this week. She was very much giving. Nell reminds me of Snooki. Do y'all remember Snooki? Have y'all ever seen Jersey Shore? Nell gives me Snooki. The look Snooki always has. They needed that check, but hopefully they took something away from it. Hopefully they took something away from it. Hopefully, like I said, I'm just glad that they showed up this time and supported her. I think that they have seen that they tried to, do away with her for the umpteenth time. I think they have tried to sell her out for the 100th time. I think they have tried to come after her fan base and it has backfired. It has backfired that, the ratings are in the pits of Hades. So I think they have to kind of, give her flowers and show up because they realize her value. I think they can't help but see her value. Here's the inventory manager now. Who's the inventory manager? Kids at that age don't like nobody. Right. Child, you catch my son on one. My son, me and my son are, he's a mama's boy, but child, at 16, sometimes I'll be wondering. Ken, AJ, that part he's going to connect the dots. I think so. I think he'll connect the dots for us. So we're going to be looking out for Messy Mondays. We'll talk about it tomorrow because y'all know I do my one and done. And this Monday, I'm probably not going to pop back in, but we're going to talk about it tomorrow. We'll talk about Messy Mondays. And did Marquez connect any dots for us? Can we wrap this story up with the Marquez, Ken, Trish, Martell storyline? Can she wrap it up for us? Okay, yes, Tawana has alopecia. Okay, Tawanda has alopecia. I thought so. Tamar was hitting the notes. Tony could no longer hit. Absolutely. Tamar has the vocal ability to do what needs to be done. Okay. Now she's batshit crazy. And that clear man that she goes with is a hot, hideous mess. But Tamar is nonetheless talented. Okay. She's very talented. I love her bald head. She looks amazing. Y'all, I wish I could rock a bald head. I really do. If I could. Hey, T-Talk, y'all know what it is. Y'all know the drill. When T-Talk comes in, we roll the red carpet out. Make sure y'all put some hearts in the chat. Make sure that everybody has shown love to T-Talk with your girl. So happy to see you, my good sis, my big sis. Thank you for joining. And I still got to hit you up, T-Talk. I was exhausted last week, y'all. I had a rough week. Transitioning back to school. Tawana does have alopecia, but from what they said on the show, the sisters have all agreed to shave their hair while Tracy was going through it. Trina is the only one that didn't. Okay. And maybe she liked the look. Maybe she just felt like, okay, I like it. Ken didn't have any pennies, and the penny loafers, baby, not the penniless penny loafers. Let me find out the loafers were penniless. Let me find out Ken done spent the pennies in the loafers. Y'all saying good morning. Sassy says she was walking around acting weird. Says he was who Marquez? She said Marquez was walking around acting weird. Hold up, I think I missed something. Did you say come to Messy Mondays? Yeah, I said I need some backup over there because I'll be typing in the chat. Tamar has an amazing voice. Absolutely. I know Martell mad because Mel and Marquez took a cute picture. Mel makes anybody look good. Mel looked beautiful, by the way. Mel looked beautiful. I loved her hair. I loved her dress. She looked absolutely beautiful. Actually, based on Marquez was dressed and how he's living, I kind of expect him to bring flowers. Absolutely, Toots. Absolutely, Toot. I agree. He does not look like he's bumming in Atlanta, y'all. He don't look like it to me. I don't know, but he don't look like he's bumming in Atlanta per his stories. One of the millimeter introduced him and said he fell out laughing. Yeah. I'm glad to hear Marquez is doing well. Maybe they just trying to make him look like a deadbeat. Who knows with Carlos? We'll see. We'll see tonight. He'll tell his side of the story and we'll be able to see who we believe in, whose story making more sense. We'll be able to see tonight. I heard way back when the app called Twitter that there's a daughter in Ohio and the mother is a doctor. Who has a Marquez? Marquez has a child. He looked like he was better traction than WWE. Let me get down to these. Y'all is commenting, okay? I can't keep up. So what else are we going to talk about? Let's talk about Big Lou and Stormy. Did y'all see that Big Lou is heading HR for Stormy at this point? And what do y'all think about it? Trish was going to Vegas, a line dance, Wanda's birthday party. Child, did y'all see Wanda in them outfits? And Wanda got that crown on, child. Not Wanda in Vegas with the crown on, with the $2 crown on. Trish has a great body and is a handsome woman. Ooh! She needs a stylist or at least a consult one for when she's on the show and going to big events. Yeah. I agree. I just say I agree. That's what I would have been wearing in 2 weeks for Crunch Time, Ross or Amazon. Listen, I was on Fashion Nova. And Amazon myself too. It's TT because I was like, listen, 2 weeks, I don't have time to find them. It takes me a month usually to pick out. I'm one of those indecisive people. It takes me a good month to even decide on a dress because my mind just works like that. I'm all over the place. Good morning, BG. Good morning. Let me get down. I'm trying to get down in these comments. Y'all ain't gonna be able to keep up because y'all are commenting. Good morning, Indigo Girl. If I didn't speak, good morning. Ro Reacts said she's done a video on all of them. Please go over there and support Ro Reacts. We have the very well the very well-known Tea Talk with the Girl. In here, we have the network specialist, Ro Reacts. We have Love Seen Her. Please make sure that we are supporting each other on this YouTube journey. Please and thank you. Let's talk about, Stormy has hired Big Lou. Do y'all think that Big Lou and Tiffany will make a comeback, or is this just business? And do y'all see that Stormy is coming out with body scrubs? And also, I think she's venturing into skincare. There was a post that she did last week. She was talking about the Korean skincare that she used and this rose oil that she has, and she'll be expanding her line. Do y'all think that I see that she's going into body scrubs. What all else do y'all think that Stormy is up to? And do y'all think that the Whitlows will be making maybe a part-time comeback? I don't know who's worse, Scott's 1.0 or Stormy in the rented places to film. Stormy films in one corner of the warehouse. Sure does. I don't think Marquez is crazy. I think he's no different from the others. He's creating a moment with me. Exactly, T-Talk. I think the same thing. I think that he sees in the moment. I think that he's utilizing his 15 minutes like everybody else. And I honestly don't think flowers is a bad gesture. I think that's, if somebody's hosting something, to bring them a gift or a offer of appreciation, I personally don't think anything's wrong with it, but I do want to hear how he talks. I want to hear how he speaks. I want to hear how he comes to his conclusions, so I can stop calling him a bum, because I've been calling him a bum and a crybaby. So we'll see with this Messy Monday interview. I don't think Luke wants to come back. Not sure about Tiffany. Y'all, I like Tiffany. I know a lot of y'all didn't like Tiffany, but I liked Tiffany. Tiffany was the Messy that I needed. I liked her. I'm definitely coming over there. Yes, y'all come over there and help me windmill, because I be windmilling by myself. Well, Chef Don be over there, but I be windmilling hard, okay? Stormy is copying Melody. Big Lou, run from Stormy, Chef. Big Lou. I don't know what to say, Big Lou, but you don't seem to be into the mess, Big Lou, and baby, you're stepping into a shit show over there, okay? She can't get the body butter out in a timely manner. Nope. I love me some Shein. Brittany, okay, I just ordered my first Shein, or is it Shein? I don't know. I just ordered my first package, y'all, and it was for my daughter's back to school. I ordered her like this strawberry cardigan, these socks, these hair bows, a purse, and some little cardigans and stuff. And my order came late, and so I don't know if I'm dealing with Shein anymore. Everybody told me to deal, that they ship fast. I had a bad first experience with them. Maybe Marquez was nervous because the cameras because of all the cameras and the people around. Could be because everybody, y'all got to think everybody else is kind of vetted. The only people that are not vetted with the cameras will be Sunny, Trish and Ken, Marquez. They're not as used to the cameras as the core six, so they may show up a bit awkward. I agree he's smooth with it, because the core four have never been smooth like that. Never have been. Tisha and Wanda, aka the Huntsville Hillbillies, take over Vegas, baby. Wanda walking around Vegas with a $2 crown. Did y'all see that Marceau? Okay, so Sunny must have went to black after the Mimosas with Melody. She must have went to black. And when she went to black, she took a picture with Marceau. I said, Tisha is going to have a fit. Tisha is going to have a fit. She was recording Marceau in black, baby. They already say hide your kids, hide your husbands. It's sad Carlos doesn't show these folks in jobs and stuff on the show. Never knew they had all that. I don't think it's a good idea, but Tiffany will tell if there's any funny business. Yes, Tiffany used to get to the bottom of things. Tiffany used to ask the questions that I wanted to know. A lot of people thought she was too messy for them, but I liked Tiffany. I felt like doing Tiffany were bullied off the show. I do too. I think they were bullied off. They had no choice but to leave. Does Lou have an HR background? I don't know. Obviously, he does. I don't know what he went to college for. I know him for being a baseball coach, but obviously he has some sort of background. I'm thinking he has to have one if Stormy hired him to kind of clean up some of the things that are going on. And I thought that Cousin Junior, I thought that he quit after he got fired and they tried to bring him back and he quit again. And he was the manager at Applebee's. Now, y'all mean to tell me he back over there with Stormy in the warehouse? Is Stormy them lying? Did they ever fire Cousin Junior? Because Cousin Junior was all up in the Instagram post. And Cousin Junior, last we seen him on the reunion, Cousin Junior said that he was the manager at Applebee's and he wasn't going back to work for his cousin. But he back in the warehouse. Child. I like Tiffany and met her and Lou, and they're really nice. I like Tiffany. Tiffany was, Tiffany, I liked her. She wasn't everybody's cup of tea, but I like Tiffany. I love Shein. Y'all love Shein? I don't know. I have to try to order again. Y'all got to tell me the vendors y'all use or something, because baby, they had my package late. I will be over there. I think Heavenly turned my comments off. I stopped seeing. It say, T, what you was over there saying, sis? They probably gonna block me because I be over there calling them all kinds of child. I be telling myself, Courtney, calm down. Marquez is handsome. Marquez is handsome, but to me, the handsome Marquez is handsome, but I don't know if he's my type, but he's handsome. Like, I like older men. I like older men in suits. So my type would be like a Chris Fletcher. That's like my type of man. I'm not saying I like Chris Fletcher. I want to date him. That's a married man. I'm not saying I'm attracted to him. I'm not saying I like his personality. I'm saying, like, as far as dating, the look that I like, Chris Fletcher has that look that I would prefer. I like a seasoned man. I like an older man. I'm 38. I like kind of, the cat daddies, I like the older men with the cigars at the bar, with the hats on, the suits on. That's my type. Is Shein formerly known as She Inside? Shein and Amazon are my fast friends. Y'all, I was on Fashion Nova. I had found a few cute little looks on Fashion Nova, and I was on Amazon looking. But I decided at the last minute, it was just too soon for me. I have to prepare my mind. It was just too soon for me. But I won't miss another event. I have not missed anything up until this one, and I am just upset. They were at another club. Okay. His mannerisms are quirky. So Trish seems to be a little quirky. So that might be why they got along. They both may have that quirky thing. Big Lou and Tiff have a full-fledged consulting company, but as far as an actual HR background, I'm not sure. Okay. I did hear that Maurice is weird and dry, and that he and Kimmy have nothing going on at all. Don't seem like they got nothing going on, in my opinion. Kiki ran Tiffany off the show. You think Kiki ran Tiffany off? I don't know. The fans were kind of harsh on them. 64 watching, 53 likes. Please get the likes up. Thank you. I appreciate you all. You can hit the dislike button. Fashion Nova, my BFF too. Listen, Fashion Nova be having that one-day shipping. I got all the free shipping codes, and I'm a Fashion Nova girl when I need a quick look. Stormy just trying to take over males' friends. I think so too. I think she's trying to like infiltrate, like she's trying to be the girl. She's trying to dethrone Melody as far as like the queen. So she's trying to bring everybody in on the business side to look like she's that girl. She's also doing the body scrubs. She's also not saying that she can't expand her business, but because, as a Black businesswoman, she can expand her business. But it's just funny that she's going into the body scrubs thing, So we'll see. We'll see how it all pans out. Letitia had the nerve to say she didn't know that Tiffany was doing for a living. What does Tisha do for a living? Tisha, stay-at-home mom that's parading herself around as a real estate broker. Storyline, exactly. Given very much storyline. Tiffany left just in time when CK used Kiki, and it's so sad. That's all I can say about that. Absolutely. Patrice Phillips, I agree. She is also trying to latch on to male's acquaintances to possibly start drama. I think so too. What does Messy Monday premiere? It usually comes on Healthcare Worker. It usually comes on around 7:00 on Dr. Heavenly's page. So if you go to Dr. Heavenly's page or Carlos King page it's 6:50, somewhere between 6:50 and 7:00. They usually premiere tonight. Courtney, 10 minutes. Okay, y'all, I told y'all that I was going to make a little speech in my last 15 minutes, but I'm down to like 6 minutes. Let me see if I can get this out. Friday, I did a video, and this has nothing to do with anybody in the chat. Hey, Tawana. Hey, sis. Did you go to Mimosas with Melody? Hey, Tawana. Good to see you. This has nothing to do with anybody in the chat, but I just want to give y'all a little insight on me and how I come to my conclusions. I always tell you all that I value everyone's opinions because we are all individuals. We will all come to our own conclusions, our own opinions, and your opinions are welcome, even if it's different from mine. We're going to just have to agree to disagree. This is a safe space for you to always say how you feel and why you feel the way. Now that I've gotten that out the way, I want to say that I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a therapist. I'm not some guru. I'm just a person up here giving my opinion. I'm an opinionist that is giving my opinion, and I will tell y'all how I got to my opinion. Okay. So I did the interview Friday. Not the interview, the video Friday, and I spoke about Carisha. And again, this has nothing to do with anybody in the chat or anything like that. I do want to say this before I go on. I come to my conclusions. I've told y'all my background. I've told y'all that I come from my mom had an addiction. She was a functioning addict, so she looked good. She always did her hair dressed up, but she was a functioning addict. I have told you all that. That's my background. So I grew up with a drug addicted mother. At times, I'm not going to say that I'm like a hood girl because I don't consider myself that. I just feel like I'm well versed. I'm a little, back in the day, we used to say bougetto. My cousin says ghetto bougie. I'm probably a little too bougie for the ghetto girls, but I'm a little too, I'm not as refined as somebody that grew up in luxury. Okay. And just due to the circumstances, my mom, sometimes we would live in good neighborhoods. Sometimes we would live in, poor neighborhoods. We wouldn't stay in like the lesser neighborhoods long. But that's just, we moved a lot because my mom, just because of her addiction, and she didn't always pay the bill. So we moved a lot. So I say that to say a lot of times when I'm speaking about my experiences and how I came to the conclusion of something, and when I say certain things and how I hear certain things, I may hear them differently because I didn't grow up in luxury per se. My father's side is more refined, but with my maternal side, I didn't necessarily grow up in luxury. I understand hood terminology. I understand hood lingo because I have been in hood, in the hoods at certain point in times of my life. So when I tell y'all, I talk about this trial sometimes, I talk about certain things, and I'm giving you a perspective from somebody that has kind of been in the trenches, that have kind of seen those conversations. I know a lot of people were saying that Carisha, she had something to do with it because she knew those tweets that she made. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. I'm not debunking anything because I don't know the girl. I don't know whether she meant it or not. In my opinion, I took it as if a lot of girls go both ways, especially in their industry, especially young girls, especially when they're dealing with those type of men, they go both ways. I took the comment as she was saying that I'm his main chick, you the bottom bitch, and we'll both have you in our certain way, and we'll both dispose of you. I took it like that. If you took it as she was into the trafficking, that's fine too. We're going to come to our different conclusions and we'll agree to disagree. Also, when I say certain things, there were certain trigger words in her interview that I heard. A lot of times, AB use is more than physical. AB use can be emotional, verbal, and a lot of times it takes women a long time to even come out of that, to even realize what type of abusive ways that they're used to, or that they're enthralled in. When she said that she was in love with him, that let me know that she has a long way to go before she'll let all those feelings go. And she has a long path ahead of her before she can probably even realize some of the things that she has been through. And that's all I was trying to say. That's all I was trying to convey. We will always sometimes see things different. That doesn't mean anybody's right or wrong. And, again, this has nothing to do with anybody in the chats or anybody. I just wanted to make that clear. I see things differently because I've been at the bottom. I've been, I've lived good and I haven't lived good in times of my life. I have dealt with things, because of some situations that I've been put in as a child. So when I say that a lot of times people are devalued because in the hood, you don't speak the right language. You don't, your diction is off. You can't convey a message properly. So a lot of times they are forgotten and thrown away. I just think a lot of times we as Black women have to always cover for the sins of a Black man, and Black women are oftentimes looked at as disposable. But we give these Black men chances after chances after chances, and then it could be generational. I remember I took my son to a Nelly concert as a mother-son date, and he had no idea who Nelly was. And I was like, how don't you know who Nelly is? I'm thinking in my mind, Nelly is still relevant to this day. My son doesn't know who Nelly is. Generationally, does, in my opinion, do people different generation gaps? We know the stories now, it's a lot more relevant now, and with the allegations, but generationally, people may not have the same thoughts of a person because they don't grow up, they weren't in that era. Me and my son have a 21-year age gap. I had my son at 21. He doesn't know Nelly. And to me, Nelly is so relevant. Like, how could you not know him? Because there's an age gap. There's a generational difference. So what I know to be a predator and a monster, he may not know those same stories and theories. And I'm just saying, sometimes we are so harsh and critical, and we ain't even on his mammy head like that. We ain't even on Diddy mama head. We ain't on Mary J. Blige head. We ain't on Naomi Campbell head. These been his friends since the 90s, since all of this stuff he's been doing long time ago. But we want to crucify this girl. And all I was saying is, let's give her a chance to redeem herself, to see what she's made of. That woman got 2 kids. When I was 30, y'all, I was coming out of being beat up. I was coming out of being beat up. I was beat up mentally, verbally, physically, emotionally, with 2 kids myself. I had 2 babies myself, and I was coming out of it. So when I say I want to extend grace, I just want to extend it because I know it. And I know sometimes people disregard girls like me. I had to teach myself a lot of things about being a woman. I didn't know a salad fork from a dinner fork. I didn't know how to hold a knife. I had to teach myself things to enter in certain rooms. I had to learn a lot of things about womanhood hygiene because I didn't have that. My mom was in and out of prison. I didn't have a woman that could guide me. Carisha's mom went to prison. She had to take care of her brothers and sisters. So when she tells a story, my ear might be different because I understand. I understand not having that mother at home. Staying in places, sometimes people will take kids in, but they don't really want to take the time with those kids because that's not their responsibility. So I understand extending grace, and I'm not even trying to get emotional, but that's where I was going. So, and I'm saying all that to say, I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and everybody is not my tribe. But I just think that Black women often have to carry the sins of Black men. That girl, why do we give grace? We'll sit here and talk about Rashida, and she was groomed. We'll even say Cassie was groomed by Diddy. But this young girl is disposable. And I can't agree with that. The same grace that I offer those women with their abusive, I'm not even supposed to say it, abusive men, it's the same grace I want to offer this young lady to get herself together and to learn from this situation and to learn that money is not always the route to go. I know that we want to make it out the hood and we want to floss and flex and say, I made it, look at me. Sometimes we have to learn hard lessons. And I'm going to root for her to be better and do better because I know how the bottom feels. I know how I had to scrape myself out the bottom. I know that I had to learn to code switch. When I go to work, how I talk to y'all on here, I never go to work and speak like that. I change my tone, my diction. I make sure that I'm speaking clearly. I had to learn these things. Again, I didn't know dinner forks, salad forks, how to sit at a table, how to take care of my body properly. These are things I had to learn. Okay. So sometimes when I'm an opinionist, just giving my opinion. So sometimes when we're judging people, I may not be as critical because I understand certain things. My experience and the things that I have experienced will help me come to a different conclusion than if you haven't experienced the bottom, you probably don't understand it. And I don't recommend the hood for nobody. I encourage luxury. I encourage the soft girl era. I encourage women to rest in their femininity. But some of us didn't have it so easy. And because some of us didn't have it so easy, I oftentimes try to extend grace where I can see it's needed. because, you know, by her mom going to prison, maybe she didn't have a woman to show her how to value herself. Maybe she didn't have a woman to show, I don't know. You know, I don't know if there was a grandmother or aunts. I don't know. But maybe she didn't have anyone to show her the love that she, you know, may be looking for. I listened to her say that she was in 2 DV relationships. DV is not only physical. Some people only associate it with physical. It can be verbal, and people can be breaking you down in ways that you ain't even realize it, until it could take years of therapy till you realize how you've been broken down. So I just want people to realize, you know, certain backgrounds and things that you experience can shape your views, can shape your ways. And again, everybody is respected over here. Whether you agree or not, everybody's opinion, because we all come from different backgrounds, and it's going to shape us a little bit differently. And that's okay. It's absolutely okay. And I welcome everybody's opinion, but, you know, there was a few people that unsubscribed from that video, and I'm not saying she's right or she's a saint. Diddy has to answer for Diddy's actions. Diddy did this. Diddy was doing this long. When that girl was 5 years old, that girl ain't nothing but 30 years old. Diddy was out here running amok in his 20s, long before that girl even was, you know, able to formulate big sentences. You know, so I just extended grace, and I just wanted to let you all know a little bit about me and why I choose to extend grace in certain situations and why I say certain things, because I understand. I understand clawing your way out. I remember being broken at 30. I remember having 2 babies at 30 and like, what am I going to do now? I remember thinking like, I've clawed my way out. I've been successful. And now I have to face the world alone again, losing everything. And it's kind of embarrassing. You know what I mean? So that's all, you guys. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you all for listening. We will get back into love, you know, love and marriage, Huntsville. Like they say, that's the gift that keeps on giving. We'll get back into it tomorrow. I cannot wait to hear what Marquez has to say on Messy Mondays tonight. And we just gonna wrap it up. You know, thank you all for listening to my story again. You know, I've only given you all bits and pieces. I just understand certain things because I've been, you know, like I said, I've been both in the trenches, and I've lived good life at times. I've lived trench life at times. So I understand it. And I'm not one to, you know, just disregard people so easily. Especially when we're not holding the people that have been around him for years accountable. And that's it. I love y'all as usual. Thank you all. We have a lot of people in here. Again, let me thank y'all for the cash apps in case somebody came in that did not hear me when I first started. It's Tay Carmen, the network specialist, Sound Check and Net, Reese's Pieces, Valerie R, Dear Yvette. Thank y'all. Y'all blessed my soul Friday. Thank you all, because y'all know this journey has been kind of rough. But y'all push me every day to keep going. And I thank y'all with my whole heart. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I hope that y'all have a marvelous day. I hope that you are preparing for an amazing week. Speak as though it already exists. Speak your week as though you are however you want it. Say your prayer now. And I pray that you all have a prosperous, amazing week. Thank you all for listening to me. I see y'all comments. I'm trying to keep up. Thank you for the support. Love y'all. Take care of yourself and each other. You cannot pour from an empty cup, so make sure that you're pouring back into yourself. The same amount that you pour into others, make sure that you're filling your cup, whether it's walking, reading, taking a bubble bath, just sitting with yourself, getting your thoughts together, whatever it is, take care of yourself. I love y'all. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Peace. I am out.